The breaking news, stay at home. That is the order tonight from 4 state governors as the coronavirus
Developing overnight,
pandemic
hospitals
spreads.
and healthcare
New
workers
York,
are bracing for
California,
an
Illinois,
onslaught
and
of
Connecticut.
coronavirus patients.
The
In some cases, they're already there.
continues to spiral out of control.
Social
well, we always thought that was a bit of a crowd.
Socializing,
and now the
going
virus
to restaurants
is right there.
and bars, and they could still
Employees
be
to stay home.
much more vulnerable.
Those orders
than they
cover
realize.
75 million people across the United States.
At the beginning of 2020, when COVID-19 destroyed our world, the league was founded both out of necessity and the needs of the rowers. Our vision is to make this a professional league, much like NASCAR, tennis, football, baseball. It's made up of men and women, divided up into 3 divisions, under 19, elite over 19, and masters. Teams will face off in a playoff, and a champion will be crowned. May the best team win.
It was a long road to get here. Some roads were longer than others, but as they say, all roads must come to an end. You feel that? That chill down your spine? No, it's not the nip in the air. That's because there's a 5,000-pound Yeti barreling down a mountain heading right for you. The thing about this avalanche is it's slow to build, but once it gets moving, it's impossible to stop. And this avalanche is led by a mad scientist from down under, powered by the strongest juniors in the league. Oh, and did I mention they have a werewolf? A 16-year-old, blonde-haired, league MVP, American werewolf. The thing about an underdog, don't ever back it up into a corner. They are the Midwest Frozen Tundra. Batten down the hatches, board up the windows, and get everyone inside, because there's a storm brewing. The most points in the East, American records. #1 in the power rankings for the last 5 weeks of the season. This Coach of the Year assembled the fastest, most powerful athletes on the East Coast. The stories about them are so great that we can identify them with only one name: Circe, Wirtz, Glasgow. This storm is moving fast, and they've got their eye set on you. They are the Southeast Storm. There can only be one to reach the top. What happens when 2 unstoppable forces collide? We will see tonight. This is the Premier Rowing League Championship.
I'm Alex Del Sordo, and with me, as always, is Zach Everson. Zach, this is the championship. We have made it. I am in the Northeast, frozen solid. I am all tundra all night long. But we have a big night, Zach. We have interviews with the coaches. We have live racing, a top commissioner. And listen, what are we expecting?
So everyone knows we have the Midwest Frozen Tundra versus the Southeast Storm. We have open men, junior men. Leading us off, we have the open men, Jack Trimble versus Chris Gray. This is going to be a very interesting matchup. Jack Trimble, super fast guy, went 6:03 at Crash Bees last year. Chris Gray, he rode at UNC with Circe. Circe recruited him on. He's like a full-time runner now. So if there was ever a workout that would favor him, it would be 3 minutes on, long rest, and another 3 minutes. So that's a matchup to really look out for. And then we have Attack of the Clones. We have Tyler Horler and Andrew Wilkinson, both around 6'4", 6'5", both 200 pounds, both really fast. both blonde. We're going to see what happens.
I can't wait till we get to that. But for right now, I want to talk about the path to victory. Okay, so the Midwest Frozen Tundra 7-2 on the year, Zach. They lost to the Outlaws like a lot of teams did. They had beaten the Southeast Storm, though, week 9 to finish off the regular season. They had league MVP, 332 total points on the year. But as you said in your public power over the whole course of the season, they just kept trending up, Zach. So now they have peaked for the grand final this week in the championships. Now, what happened with the Storm this year? What did they do?
The Storm, they've been consistently strong. I mean, I think the lowest they went in the power rankings was 3, and they were at the heels of the Big South Outlaws until Big South Outlaws tied the Mid-Atlantic Founders. That was my shocker of the year. And then they never let go. They were number 1 every single week. They had the first round bye. They came out, they won last week, and here they are. You have to say they're the number 1 seed, and you have to say that they're the favorite moving forward.
You got to think that, but tonight's it, right? And we're going to have 2 races. It'll kind of give us an understanding of where these teams sit, with these athletes. But before we get into that, I want to get the coaches on, right? I want to ask them a couple questions as they prepare their teams for this week. So we're going to bring on Sarah Lowe and Diggers. All right, so here they are, guys. Welcome to the show, and this is a big one for you guys. I know you're jacked up now, Sarah. You are on mute, so here we go. Sarah, the first question for you is, how have you prepared your team for the finals this week?
Yeah, so I think the hard part about this week is this race is a little bit nasty. Like, it's a little bit horrifying. So, like a 650, it's not a rowing distance, but it's a one piece, 3 by 1 minute. It's not a rowing distance, but it's a manageable workout. This one was just like, I don't even know where to start. So we came into it and we're like, okay, how are we gonna game this? What are we gonna do? And then the other variable that changed this week is you guys put out the matchups before the scores were due, and that's never happened before. So I'm not going to say you race your opponent, but there are definitely some matchups that we looked at and we were like, okay, we got to be smart about this. So
now,
yeah,
Zach, we were with timing. Zach, what's your first question to Matt over here?
So Diggers, you have a world record holder, league MVP on your team. What does that do for your team moving forward?
Now he's on mute. Let's get him off mute. Hold on, Matt. You're on mute.
Oh my God, the suspense.
There we go.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Basically, what I'm hearing from Sarah is that she's scared. She's rattled. She doesn't really. She's got a couple of caveats here and there. It's the final. You just got to let it go, let it, lie where it lands. And we have the MVP. It's like going in a battle with, Hercules every single week. Like, how could you not feel confident? I guarantee you, Paris Miller isn't sitting there being like, oh, it's not quite a rowing distance. Like, I don't really know what to do about it here.
he also didn't race live. So if you really want to go down there.
Hold on.
Diggers, I can't understand a word you're saying, but I agree with you.
Now, Sarah, this is really important. Coach of the year, the best team in the league, no doubt. Are you nervous this week? Are you nervous?
Race day is always nervous, but I am confident in the Storm. I'm confident in the work, and I'm confident in the pieces we're doing. So, no.
Zach, go ahead. Ask Diggers.
So, Diggers, last week, you bet on your game plan. It paid off. You were very creative with your game plan. Do you feel there's any more pressure on you this week to pull something out of your hat?
Honestly, no. I don't think the pressure's on me. We're the underdog. Sarah's had a very easy run through the playoffs, with that very weak, Eastern side. And we're the underdogs. And I love that. Us Aussies, we love that battler mentality. We're going to come through, no excuses, and we're going to throw it out there.
I love it. I love the energy here. Now, guys, we're going to kick you off because we're going to get into the racing, which is what this crowd has been waiting for. So coming up, race number 1 is Jack Be Nimble, Jack Be Quick, and Chris Gray. Zach, I don't know if you know this, but Jack is a New Jersey native. I don't know if you knew that. Did you know that?
I did know that. I did do my research. He went to Hobart.
Yeah.
He was the captain of the team. I think it was 2010, 2011 when he went there. So, I mean, all the Hobart faithful, they're probably tuning in right now, cheering him on.
I love it. We got 72 people live right now. This is pretty impressive. And look, the distance is 3 minutes on, 3 minutes rest, 3 minutes on. Okay. Now let's get Jack quieted down. We want him muted so we don't hear this loud roar of a fan. Thank you, CJ, our guy in the background, up to 75 live. Thank you. Zach, I'm going to let you do this one. You get these guys ready. Let's get them jacked up. 3 minutes on, 3 minutes off, 3 minutes on. Let's get these set up. And guys, thumbs up when you're ready on the screen here. As I was saying this, we got one guy. I am nervous. I am excited.
This is unlike any workout we've ever done. This is the most rest we've ever done. Jack, give me a thumbs up if you're ready, bud. Thumbs up. Last swing of Gatorade. All right, boys, it's going to be attention row. So let's get ready at the catch. Attention row.
So Zach, you have done a lot of research on these guys. This is a 3-minute piece, but with that rest, I mean, you can fly and die on this. What do you know about these two athletes going into this piece tonight?
Well, we said it earlier. Jack is just super fast, and I think he's one of those guys that has gotten faster as he's gotten older. I don't think that he's an American world record holder or a world record holder, but he's one of those guys that is close. You know,
Right.
If he really wanted to commit his life to rowing, he could definitely do it. Chris, I think after college, he's really changed over to running. I think he's like a borderline elite runner. So he's got the cardio, and I think he's got to pick up the rate a little bit here, but it's going to be very interesting to see how he attacks it.
Yeah, we have no idea what they're going to do, but listen, there are 18 American records broken in the PRL this year, 2 world records. Zach, seriously, man, it's incredible. 500 meters, the 1,000, the 1 minute. It's mind-blowing to me how many records that we shattered this year. It just makes me excited for season 2, right? Because now you've got chasers, right? People chasing records. And you're right, you said Chris or Jack, they're not record holders. They make that list, but they're Mr. Consistent. They are always at the top. They're always winning week after week. And they played a big role in both of these teams making it to the finals this year, especially Jack. Jack Twick. I mean, he's not only a great athlete, he's a cheerleader. He's a cheerleader, Zach, and you know that.
Yeah, and the Premier League, we're like Roger Bannister. We broke the 4-minute mile, the first person to ever do it. So this is the first year of the league. We're breaking world records, shattering American records.
Oh, not even close.
I think the gauntlet has been thrown. Next season, I think, is going to be huge.
It's going to be huge, absolutely huge. Now, look, they're very similar styles in their rhythm, right? They got a good pace. They're in their 30s. They're just cruising. And I wish that we had season 2. We will have on-screen visuals so we know what they're pulling. But if you had to be a better man, what do you say? Who's taking the lead on this one right now? Who's taking this one?
I'm going to go with Jack on this one. But like I said, if there was ever a workout where Chris could pull one out, it would be this one. 3 by 1 minute on, 1 minute off. I think Jack's winning it handedly, but this longer mid distance, a long rest, and then you do it again 3 minutes. I mean, this was tailor-made for Chris.
There's a good possibility, though, that we could see a tie, right? Jack takes piece 1, Chris takes piece 2, and I think I remember correctly, the tie, the winner gets who has the most combined meters, right? The athlete with the most combined meters wins the tiebreaker. And as Sarah was talking about this earlier, there's no way to game this, Zach. There's no way to game. Now, I'm wondering, Mr. Erger, you know this stuff. You're a great coach. What would you tell your athletes? Oh, they just finished. Let's wait. Hold on. Let's wait.
We'll answer that question next time.
Well, yeah, we'll get into that piece number 2. So, Jack, let's get your total meters on that. What did you just pull, bud?
1,005.
1,005 meters. Holy cow. By the way, that is on pace to break 6 minutes.
That's
Chris Gray, what did you just pull?
That's up 130.
1,003.
Oh, no! No way! 1,003 meters! Are you kidding me? Whoa! Okay. I am sweating, Zach. I am sweating right now. A 2-meter lead.
Did not see that coming.
Didn't see it coming. All right, let's put them on mute. They have a 3-minute rest. Zach, as a coach, What do you tell your athlete who is down 2 meters? What do you tell him?
I tell them breathe. I tell them right now you have 2 minutes and 12 seconds to get as much oxygen in your body. I would say get up, walk around, shake the legs off. You have an eternity right now. There he goes.
Chris is
There he
listening.
goes. He's listening. Take a walk around, get some NO Explode, some pre-workout, whatever. But get in as much oxygen as possible and get ready for round 2.
This is exciting, Zach. I got to listen. 2 meters. That's how close these teams are. There's a reason they're in the championship.
And you know what? What people don't know, is that they don't know what the other person's pulling. You don't know the toll that has on you mentally, because you're going out really hard. You're feeling good, but does the other guy feel good? Am I going out too hard? Am I going to pull 1,003 and he's going to pull 800? Was he dogging me? All this is going on up here.
So, okay, now if you're Jack B. Nimble, Jack B. Quick, I have to say his full name. I just love it. You're up 2. What do you do to the guy who's up 2? What do you say to that guy, Zach?
You go for broke. You You say, this is your last piece of the season. I want to see you slumped over at the end.
And you know what? You don't need to tell a guy like that. Like Jack has been doing this forever, right? Team captain 2010, 2011. I'm just wondering if you're up 2, are the nerves gone, right? Or are you just kind of ahead of yours a little bit?
No, I mean, it all comes down to who recovered the most over this 3 minutes. And guys, if you have 10 seconds left, give us a thumbs up when we have 10 seconds left of rest.
I'm just thinking, breathing nice and long. They got 10 seconds. Here they come. We're going to start here.
And these are seasoned veterans. They know to get that wheel spinning.
I know that plays such a big role in the next piece. Now, I'll tell you right now, I'm thinking both guys are breaking sub 130 again. I just think they have it.
100%. There is nothing holding them back on this one. There is nothing holding them back. You're going to see them go with like a minute 30 left.
So we're going to be bringing on the commish for this last piece, okay, for this round. I got a million questions for him, but here we are, the commish, Mike Wallen. Mike Wallen, you're connecting to audio. I know that you just witnessed a 1,005 to 1,003. How does that make you feel as league commissioner, seeing these two juggernauts going at it?
Man, what an unbelievable start, man. That was incredible. This is a 2-point piece that they're racing right now. The winner of this piece is likely going to win by more than 2 meters and is going to get 2 points for this. So either Jack's going to hold him off, get 2 points, or Chris is going to come back, beat him by more than 2, and take a 2-1 victory for his side. It's also possible right out of the gates that we see our first, not only tie 1-1 pieces, but tie on overall meters, which would be a very rare finish where teams would only escape with 1 point each.
And this is the reason why they're in the finals. Wallen, like this is the reason, commish, like, you called this right from Jump Street. This is absolutely incredible. Do you predict that it's going to be like that with every other race in this week? It's going to be that close with these athletes?
There are a lot of close matchups. The coaches are going to earn their paychecks on this one, man. And these multiple piece battles, it brings the coaching and the strategy into it so much more than the other weeks where we just did a piece and recorded the splits. There's probably 1 or 2 matchup where there's a clear favorite and there's not going to be much the opponent can do about it. But in the rest of these, you're trying to manufacture a way to at least escape with 1. And if any athlete can escape with a 2-0 lead, a 2-point swing for their team, that is going to be a huge role in who wins this matchup. It's really close. I mean, there's so many different, do you go for it on the first one? Do you go for it on the second one? Does the opponent do the exact same thing? Do they do the opposite? Who gets more meters? It's going to be wild how this, it could end up being, 27-24, or it could end up being a blowout with a lot of 2-1s. I mean, someone could win 2 points here and it's 2 meters apart.
I just want to say one thing. I want to say one thing. Our live chat right now is blowing up. We have 81 people watching live. Commish, as we finish this last piece, how excited are you about the audience right now? This live chat is going crazy. I know this is a big part of what we've talked about. How excited are you with this audience?
I love the audience, man. I love seeing 80 people there. I love the chat being fired up. I hope we get up to 100. I hope more of these CRF Atlanta and Sarasota kids get on for this next round, because that's going to be a real barn burner as well. But it's great. I mean, look, you go to a high school basketball game, 80 to 100 people, it's probably about right. You know, we're getting a pretty similar fan base here.
Zach, do you have a question for the commish before we finish this last piece?
No, I just had to chuckle when he said he loves the audience, he loves the people, because I know that's a lie. But it's great to get some FaceTime with you, bud.
You too, man.
Yeah, commish, thanks for being on here. We're going to be talking to these two athletes to see what they just pulled for our final. Let's bring Jack on. Jack, as you catch your breath, we're going to bring you off mute. How many total meters was that piece? You're still on mute, though, CJ. Let's get him off mute. Jack, what was your total meters?
1,002.
1,002 meters. Chris, we're going to get you off mute. Chris, what was your total meters?
906.
906. There it is. A victory for the Midwest Frozen Tundra. I got to tell you, Chris, an incredible job on that first piece. Bring in an energy like we haven't seen before. Chris, I know you're going to catch your breath. How much have you enjoyed being part of the PRL this year in the Southeast Storm?
It's been fun, every week something different. It's something we've never done before, and it's a good challenge.
I love it. Now, thank you for being a part of it this year. Jack, Trimble, Jack, you dominated at the March Mania Global Challenge. Today, you just scored 2 points for the Midwest Frozen Tundra, already calculating. I'm in my head, I'm like, I think the Tundra's going to do it. I think they're going to do it. How are you feeling right now, just taking victory tonight?
I mean, I would have been happy with a split there. So that first piece was a crapshoot. I mean, that could have gone either way, obviously. But I'm super thrilled. You go in for the 2 points and you get them. So I mean, I'm pretty thrilled.
Man. Congratulations. The audience is huge. We have 82 people live right now. They're cheering your name. Excellent work for you guys tonight. We're going to move on to race number 2, the juniors now. So guys, thanks for being part of the PRL, and we'll see you later.
Go Yetis.
Go Yetis. Zach, this is... We are back with the second round of the championships. Zach, as you just said on Instagram, Tyler is back in the pool house. He cannot lose. We have monsters in the junior world going after it. Zach, who's going to win this one? Tell us. Who's going to win it?
Well, you know what? Tyler's back in the pool house, but the bros aren't with him. As far as we can see, maybe off camera, there's no bros. Bros with the back slap, 100% can't lose. And Drew, he's in Santa's workshop. I'm going to go with Drew here, man.
Drew is a beast. Look at this man. He's huge. But as you said, they're both 6'4". They're 2 bills easily. And the Instagram fans, like, they're going crazy right now. I'm watching it. Everyone on live right now are going crazy. I think we should just get them rolling. 3 minutes on, 3 minutes off, 3 minutes on. So, boys, set your monitors up. 3 on, 3 off, 3 on. When you're ready to go, give us a thumbs up, and Zach will start the race tonight. We got 1 thumbs up. Now Drew's playing mind games. He's playing mind games.
He read, what is it? The Art of War. All right, thumbs up. All right, so gentlemen, it's going to be attention row. So if we're ready, let's get ready at the catch. Attention row.
Zach, it's 8:30 at night. Does that play a role in affecting their performance here tonight?
No, these are juniors in high school. They're not going to bed till 2 in the morning. They're pulling all-nighters, doing God knows what. For some reason, there's a lot of devil angry faces on YouTube. I don't know what that means, but it's pretty exciting. I love the juniors, Alex, because they are so fast in this league, right? They are so fast. At the same time, they are so raw and inexperienced at rowing. They pulled Tyler Horler, Andrew Wilkinson, respectively, 6:21, 6:18 on their 2Ks. Both did it at 30 strokes per minute. That's a sprint. That tells me they have no idea what they're doing. They're just strong. And look at them. They're going for a steady state pull right now.
I think that's the funny thing here. I think the PRL is teaching young athletes that it's about speed. Don't think a 3x3x3 should be set at a 26-28. No, it's a fly and die. If you can go sub 130 on this, you know you're going sub 615 for a 2K, right? So that's what they need to do. But it's deceiving, Zach. The camera is always deceiving. These guys could be cranking low 120s. We have no idea.
They're definitely cranking. Like I said, they went a hell of a lot faster than we did in high school. So they definitely have the power. Also, we don't know what their coaches told them. I don't know if they said, hey, back off on the first one, hit it hard on the second, or go hard on both of them. We have no idea what's going on.
I just want to point out more. Again, it's on the screen right now. We have 18 American records. We have 2 world records. So many of them come from the junior world. And I just love that, Zach. I learned something this year with the juniors, and you pointed it out. They're very naive. They're young, but there's so much speed in America right now. I'm looking forward to what's going to happen 5-10 years from now when these junior athletes start representing our country around the world. I mean, this is energizing, Zach, and I know it gets you jacked up too.
Well, every week we would have a live matchup, and we know someone is going to row in the Olympics. We know that they're going to be on the national team.
Yeah. Now I can't. So by the way, Andrew, we have to fix this. He's 6'6".
Yeah.
Drew is 6'6". So a huge boy. I mean, ridiculous. He's inside. He's cranking. He's in the Midwest. The dude's all power, just all power. And it looks like Tyler's a little bit more finesse.
He's a little finesse, and he's checking something. I don't know if he has our screen up and he's trying to take a peek.
No, I think he has a mirror and he just loves seeing himself.
I mean, when you look that good, I mean, I'd have a little parakeet syndrome too.
So I'm thinking, based on the visuals, that Tyler just doesn't care about the first piece. What do you think?
Oh, we'll see in a second.
All right. He just looks too relaxed. So let's get Tyler first. So Tyler, what did you just pull, bud?
That was 867.
Okay, 867. This is to see. Okay, so Drew, what did you just pull?
997.
Not okay. 997.
Okay.
All right. So I know what you did, Tyler. I know what you did. We're gonna put you on mute. You guys cool down. Andrew, you took piece number 1. That's 1 point for the Midwest Frozen Tundra. That's a big deal, Zach. They're playing mind games down in the Southeast Storm. Because Tyler's capable of better than that.
So now I'm gonna put on the coaching hat.
Put it on.
Boys, take 8 deep breaths through your nose. 8 slow, deep breaths through your nose. As much as you can inhale. That should take you about 30 seconds to do. Don't rush it. Get in as much oxygen. You got a ton of time. Get up, take a walk around, get some candy canes, and get ready for piece number 2.
So, Zach, 867. that is not on pace to do what Tyler did for a 2K. So there's something going on with him right now, and I don't know what. It's scaring me. It's making me kind of nervous.
There's something. He's got the candy cane. He's got the candy cane. Santa's workshop.
There it is. And he tosses it. Yeah, that's it. That's how you do.
I think that what Drew, he knows what Tyler just did. He doesn't like it. I think Drew's going faster on the second one.
So if there is a split, it comes down to total meters for the victory. Okay. So what Tyler is saying to himself right now is, all right, I punt the first piece, but I am better than Andrew by 200 meters on the second piece. That's what he's saying.
That's GW math. That's 130 meters, Alex.
I clearly have a problem with math.
And that's coming from me. I am a Rhodes Scholar. Brooks Brothers vest, no big deal.
I don't think people know enough about you being a Rhodes Scholar. I just think you need to talk about it more.
Well,
80 people live.
Podcast.
Andy Sorgitz, I love it. Candy Cane Killer. God, I love that. That is a hell of a name. Zach, write that down. Candy Cane.
I'm writing it down.
I love it. There is so much chatter going on right now on YouTube. It's blowing me out. I love it.
Hey, boys, if we're 10 seconds away, give us a thumbs up. And the sun's out, guns out.
We're ready to go. It sounds like these guys are ready.
All right, let's get ready. Fly right into it, boys.
Okay, he took the shirt off, Zach.
It's on.
That's over the top. I'm turning this over, and I'm going over the top. That's what he's doing. Oh, now he's going. Now he's going. You see him?
I see him.
The audience sees it. This is the move. This is Sylvester Stallone. He crosses the fingers and he comes down like this.
Over the top.
No, I'm reading some of these comments. People okay, they're saying Andrew's got it. Drew, they're saying it's in the bag.
I love Drew.
Too big, he's too strong. They may be right. They may be right.
They may be right. And like you said, if there's a split, it comes down to meters. Maybe Tyler wins this one. I don't think he wins by 130 meters.
I mean, you got to beat him by 130 meters.
You got to beat him by 131 meters.
Yeah. So I think what he's thinking is you're basically swapping, like Tyler's going to go 1,000 and Andrew's going to go 8 something, 9 something, maybe. That's a tough game to play. I just got to think, get the lead and stay out in this kind of piece, right? Just like Henley in England. If you're down after the island, you're going to lose. Like it's math, man.
Unless you're Mahi Drysdale.
Unless you're 6'7" and 250 pounds, sure, whatever, fine. But
that works for you.
Now,
this is the last piece of the year, boys. So you got to go ham. You got to go Christmas ham.
Question, if Drew takes this piece, okay, does the Frozen Tundra win the whole thing? Is this just like icing on the cake? Do they just take it?
Now, we don't know behind closed doors what the other scores are looking at because the Storm, they have Searcy, Glasgow, Wirtz. We don't know. But history has shown that if you perform live, your team has a better chance of winning.
I would love to know the stats on that, but I think you're right. Now, there is another stat that I want to say I'm very proud of. We've had over 7,500 people watch these live races. We've had over 10,000 people just tune in to Rower's Choice. Zach, and I tip my cap to you all the time. It has a lot to do with what you're doing. You got to be proud of that, dude. You got to be proud of that.
Well, it takes a village. And it's, I do my thing. CJ does his thing. Kamish does whatever Kamish does. I think he just scares people into viewing.
Yeah.
But it really takes a village. And hey, we are all in this together. And I think we're coming down to the final seconds here because they're both, looks like they're jacking it up to a 32 right now.
Well, Andrew looks like, and I say this every week, he's pulling in mud. This dude is in pain. It might have been the candy cane. I don't know. He's looking like he's struggling.
Yeah, the gears, he's going over the barrel with the arms, but hey, it doesn't matter what you look like. It matters what you're pulling.
That's it. Does not matter. They got to be coming down the last 20 seconds. Tyler, I got to tell you, looks really composed. He looks really composed here.
Drew is jam on YouTube.
We're
done. We were looking at the last 20. We were looking at the last
I know.
20.
Let's let them catch their breath. Let's see. Andrew or Tyler, what was your total meters?
983.
983. Okay, Drew, what were your total meters?
965.
Wait,
965.
965. That's it. There's the winner. Drew's the winner. That's it.
No, 983. So Tyler won.
Right. Yeah, but overall meters is won by Drew.
Yeah.
There it is. All right. That was it. That we had the victory, right?
Yeah.
Right. Drew did it.
That's what we said. We said Tyler, we think, could win this one, but could he win it by 130 meters? I don't think so. That's what we saw here. Rhode Island math, 18 meters.
So it's 2-0, 2-0, Tundra, back-to-back. That's 4 total points going to the championship. That's a huge deal, Zach. That's a huge deal.
Oh, he has the hoodie. He's got the merch.
Oh, wow. All right.
That white, that is popping. Don't get any cane or tomato sauce on that.
So Tyler, I got to ask, bud, that first piece, punting it at 867, what was the strategy behind that? What was in your head going easy on that first piece?
Yeah. I mean, I was looking at Andrew's be recruited. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I can do this. So I'm like, I thought how the points were going to work was like 2 to the overall winner and then maybe 1 to if you win 1. But I mean, I don't think I could get most meters at all.
I love that, but it was a smart move on your part. You actually did some digging and some research to figure out what to do with this piece. Listen, man, you're the blonde hair, the sunshine down in Florida. You did a great job this year in the PRL. Are you looking forward to next season? Because you did a hell of a job this year, man. Seriously.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I got kind of shoved in here at week 9 or whatever. But I don't know. I guess we'll just see.
That's awesome. Now, thanks, Tyler, for being a part of this. Drew, loving the swag, man. Looking awesome with that hoodie on. You just did what everyone else told you to do. Go as hard as you possibly can. You took the victory. How does it feel scoring 2 points tonight for the Tundra?
Good. I mean, all season trying to do the most we can for the team. So it's good to get 2 up there.
So does this mean so with the confidence with Diggers and Paris Miller and all that, are you feeling confident that your team's going to take it this week and be the champions?
Yeah. I know our guys all season, we knew what we could do. We were just waiting to prove it. So I'm excited.
Zach, do you have any questions for Andrew before you and I jump over to Instagram Live?
Andrew, I don't know if you know this already, but you're a lot faster than you think you are. Jack Trimble, who went sub 130, quick math, 2007 meters for both. You went 1,962 meters. Math, 47 meters behind him.
Yeah, I mean, I've been looking at his scores all season, just trying to catch him. So that's awesome.
Good man. Good on you. Both of you. Congratulations. Great job, guys.
Great job, guys. We'll be seeing you later. Now, Zach, you and I think it's time. I think we jump over to Instagram Live, do a recap of what we just watched, and get people excited for the what's happening tomorrow, the results. So we'll jump on Instagram Live, and we'll see you soon here, okay?
See you guys.